So you're looking to get your home ready to sell in spring of 2022. Here are 5 tips to make sure that you're ready for when that comes around. Tip number 1, declutter. A lot of us have things that we've accumulated over time, and it's very best to make sure that you get rid of the things that you don't want and that you don't need, to make sure as people walk into your home that they're able to envision it and see it the way they want it, not the way that you've had it. Tip number 2, take a look at the color palette in your home. Sometimes we have paint or cabinets or carpet or just things that are no longer in date, and it makes sense to do some touch-ups. Tip number 3, don't over-improve. Sometimes I'll see people who will say, hey, I want my house to be immaculate, pristine, beautiful, awesome for when I sell it. So they'll spend $100,000 on a master bed and bath, when really that improvement only made them an extra $10,000 more on the sale. Tip number 4, if you are going to bring in contractors and you are going to get projects done, part 1 of this tip is make sure that you're bringing in your real estate agent to see, hey, are all these repairs going to be worth it? And if they are, make sure you start reaching out to these contractors now. Especially as spring rolls around, those contractors tend to get really busy during the spring, but aren't so busy in the winter, and you can typically get a little bit better price working with them then. Tip number 5. Again, you have a little bit of time here. Sometimes folks will just say, okay, I've got my cousin Bobby who's a real estate agent, I'm planning on working with him. When you're looking at a $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 sale, I would make sure you're working with an expert in that industry and in your area. The difference might end up netting you an extra 30, 40, 50 grand, so you want to make sure you're working with the absolute best in your area. And again, since you have time, go out and interview 4 or 5 different agents and see who resonates the most with you and who's going to align their interests with yours as well. Hope this video was beneficial. If you guys have any questions, I'd love to help. Feel free to reach out. My contact information will be right here below. And again, if you're doing anything here in Utah County, I'm always happy to be a resource.